Hi everyone, in this video we're going to look at some new lip products or lip shades from Wet n Wild Beauty. These are called the Jelly Drip Lip Glaze. It's kind of hard to say, but these come in 3 shades for now. I will show you all 3 of those. Always check the description box. I link in there, and I also link in the video where you can find these online, which can be a little more difficult when products have just launched. But for now, these are available through, of course, Wet n Wild's own website, but also through Walmart. And I expect that they can also be found over time at other drugstore retailers. They are retailing for somewhere in the $6 to $7 range each. Thank you so much for being a subscriber to the channel. If you aren't already, I would ask that you please hit that subscribe button. You can also follow over on Instagram. I'll put that handle in the upper right hand corner if you're interested. And this is actually the 2nd video we've done for new Wet n Wild Beauty products. If you missed the last one, that was for their new blush product, which is, and here we go with creative names, the Mother Fluffer blushes and bronzers. So if you missed that one and you're interested in that formulation, I will link that video in the upper right hand corner for you to go check out. All right, so let's take a look at what the claims are for this new lip product. The brand says that this formulation will give your lips an extra juicy mirror-like shine. It delivers a high shine glass-like finish with lightweight color that effortlessly builds to your perfect level of shine. There is a sleek metal applicator that provides a cooling sensation as it glides over the lips for a refreshing application. Infused with vitamin E, sunflower seed oil, and ginger root extract, this gloss leaves lips feeling nourished. And since they called out some of the ingredients, let's go ahead and look at the ingredients here. As always with Wet n Wild Beauty's products, the formulation is cruelty-free. The formulation does contain denatured alcohol and fragrance. All right, so these come in plastic tubes with a semi-clear lid, and each tube has a different shade to reflect the shade inside. I'm really interested to see what this applicator looks like. I've never seen or heard of an applicator like this with another product. I will say that I wish the shade names were on the packaging in a way that were easier to read. It's really small print on the bottom here. So the caps twist off, and there you can see peeking through that metal applicator. So it's shaped in the curve of a doe foot, but instead of there being that felt-like material, it is metal. So the first shade is going to be Blush Guava. So this is a peony pink. The second shade is Berry Squish. And this is a deeper reddish pink. And the third shade is Raspberry Crush. And this is a medium berry pink. Okay, here are all 3 shades. I feel like on the arm swatches they're more similar in color than I expected them to be. The first thing I noticed immediately is the scent. It has a very fruity scent, like a candy fruit scent immediately on opening. So definitely a noticeable fragrance. The metal applicator is very intriguing and different. So here are the shades up close. You get that nice glossy sheen on each shade. All right, let's go ahead and do a swipe test. Definitely not a dry down kind of formulation. And a makeup swipe. You can see a little staining behind on there, so maybe some light staining on the lips if you have it on for a while. Some quick shout outs to some non-makeup items before I apply. Okay, so Kundal is the brand that I've tried 2 new sets of hair care products from. The first is this shampoo and conditioner set. This is a, I believe, Korean beauty brand. This is the Honey and Macadamia Moisturizing Shampoo and Conditioner, and it's in the amber vanilla scent. This is a very like adult, sophisticated scent, very warm, lovely and beautiful for the winter time when it's very cold. It just has that warming kind of feel to it. And it is definitely more of a moisturizing formulation. So if you are someone who has super thin strands, this may not be the best for you because the formulation really does coat the hair to give it that moisturizing, almost like, you know, like if you put a thick cream on your skin. This is kind of the hair equivalent of that. I love the packaging. Their pump bottles are really convenient for the shower. Then from the same brand, but almost on the complete opposite side of the spectrum in terms of the scent, this is the Collagen Night Repair line. So again, shampoo and conditioner. And they also have a Collagen Night Repair hair lotion in this line, but I'm gonna start with the shampoo and conditioner. This has a scent that's very like youthful, almost like teenagey, is just the best way that I can describe it. Yeah, very like berry poppy kind of feel to it. And this one is not as thick and heavy as that other line. I don't know that I would say I really see much reparative effects on my strands with this line. And honestly, the same with the hair lotion. It's nice for some moisturization on the strand or like conditioning on the strands as a leave-in conditioner. I have to be careful with this, especially near the roots of my strands, because it will be a little bit heavy and greasy if I apply more than a tiny amount. So just be aware of that also. I want to give a quick shout out to my favorite nail polish brand. This is Zoya. The top coat and the bottom coats that I use, even if I'm using a nail polish from a different brand, is always Zoya. This is their Opal's Perfector Plus kit, and it's a trio of these like kind of opalescent, pearlescent, more sheer colors. There's the opal lavender shade. So, you know, if you're not someone who likes loud colors on your nails, but you kind of just want them to look done and kind of chic and perfected, these are a great option. And a reminder about a really good tool that has become a lot more popular. This is a hypochlorous spray from the company Active Skin Repair. This one retails for about $30. The company did provide a, I believe, 20% off code for all of their items, so I will link that in the description box below. This is such a good tool for antibacterial properties without the harshness of something like alcohol. Personally, the #1 situation that I use these is in the gym. So spraying on your back to help with back knee, spraying on your hands to disinfect. And if you want to use it on your face, or your feet, especially if you're someone who is doing something where you're barefoot. In the gym, it's just ripe for things like fungal infections, and it's just dirty in general. This is a really nice tool that you can use. It's not a cure-all, but it's a very good tool that is great for sensitive skin because it doesn't have the same irritating properties as more harsh disinfectants. I have a new mascara from What's Up Beauty, and I've been really liking using brown toned mascaras for more everyday looks because it's not as stark and dramatic as what we're used to with black mascaras. So this is the Watch Me formula. It's in the shade brown. You can see one side has these kind of comb curved bristles, and the other side is more traditional spoolie. So right now I'm using the more traditional spoolie side. And now I'm gonna flip and go through with the comb side. I like the inclusion of the comb because, especially when you are layering mascara on subsequent layers, usually you'll get at least a little bit of clumping, and a comb will let you right there and then comb those clumps out. Beautiful. I love this effect. I don't know that anyone that you pass will notice consciously that, oh, it's a brown mascara versus a black, but you can definitely tell in person it has more of a natural feel to it than a really dark black mascara. I want to actually go through the process of applying these in real time with you, just mostly because of it being such a new, different type of applicator. So I am going to, let's do the shade, the middle shade, Berry Squish. And first I'm going to line my lips, and I'm going to use Wonderskin's Contour Lip Liner, their 360 Contour Lip Liner. This is in the shade Mauve. So I feel like these are pretty close in color. Wonderskin has a lot of innovative glides on effortlessly. I'm not using hardly any pressure. It has kind of like a gel cream feel to it. I'm gonna blend with, I think this is their lip brush. I'll put the exact products, of course, in the description box. Names and where you can find these if you are interested. It's a small, stiff, pointed brush for really controlled precision. Okay. All right, let's see how this goes. You can see in the swatches, it's a different experience when you have an applicator like this. It definitely feels nice and cool on the lips. But to be clear, there's nothing in the formula that is like burning or cooling. It's not because of any menthol that you get any sort of tingling. It's purely a feel of the cool metal applicator. I mean, I don't know, other than that very temporary cooling feel, I don't know that there's really a reason to have an applicator like this. It's not particularly smooth in applying the color. Innovative and different, but does it really give you a benefit? I don't think so. Other than a very, very temporary cooling feel that goes away as soon as you pull away the applicator. But the product does feel nice. The fragrance stays. You can definitely tell the fruity smell as you're applying and as the product is on your lips. And zero tackiness or stickiness, but you are getting the hydration of kind of a gel lip gloss. It blends in nicely, not because of the applicator, but just because that's how the formula is. Once you press your lips together, it feels really nice on the lips. And you have this semi-opaque flush of kind of juicy color that isn't super shiny, also definitely is not matte. So those are my thoughts on Wet n Wild's new Jelly Drip Lip product. One more comment I want to make while wearing this through, a few hours. They are more transfer resistant than it may have seemed on the swipe test for the swatches. They have a semi-setting quality where they kind of gel with the skin and they don't slip and slide around the way a normal lip gloss would. So obviously not the staying power of some like sort of matte lip stain kind of product, but a lot more staying power than your more typical gloss formulation. As always, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any comments, thoughts, or questions, please put them in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.